together. Because it is important to be together, it is important to have one voice, and it is important to criminalize and force disappearances. This is why we are celebrating this day today, the day for victims of enforced disappearance. And this is an opportunity for us to think about it, because it's not that every day we have this chance. This is an opportunity to involve our friend. The police was here. It means that, or we hope at least, that they are sharing our sentiment towards this kind of phenomenon. As Irungo mentioned, is not something that started recently. It's something that goes back years and years and years. For what I'm concerned, I was not in Kenya at the time, but in the 70s when we were hearing about desaparecidos in Argentina, we are talking about hundreds of thousands of people that disappeared by the hand of a military regime which was considering enemy anyone who was not on their line, anyone who was perceived as to be opposing the regime. So this is something that is worldwide, is in America, in Latin America, as we mentioned, is in Africa, in many countries, also in Europe. People can be picked up and disappear in a moment. We have seen what was mentioned earlier. There's no distinction of social classes. Anybody can be picked up. So we have to feel that we can all be victims of enforced disappearances and extrajudicial killing as well. So what to do? It's a battle that continues. We have the commitment of probably the institution. We have a constitution which is very much based on human rights. We have IPOA, the Internal Affairs Unit, which was mentioned by friends from the police. Those are entities which are there to make sure that police behave according to the ethics and according to the mandate that they have been given to protect people, not to pick up people and make them disappear, to protect people. And I think that the reason why we are here is because it has been said in a very simple way, and the show that we have just seen was very emblematic of what is happening. And even in that, it has been mentioned that talking is important. Being together is important, but talking and understanding each other is equally important. That's also the reason for getting together here today, the reason of this event. This is, if I'm not wrong, the 13th times that on 30th of August we celebrate the Day of Victims of Enforced Disappearances. It will continue. And we wish to continue our support to Missing Voices, because that's one of the ways we can make people aware of what is happening. Without this sort of investigation and publication and statistics, we would not know. We don't know about how many people have been picked up this year, last year, the year before. But now we have figures, we have numbers, and probably they are not even complete, they are partial, because only what is documented and proved is published there. So we are glad to be part of the Missing Voices Alliance. We are happy to be able to support events like this one. We are also supporting this dialogue between community and police. It's a very simple principle. As I said, if we talk to each other, we understand each other. And I hope that this will continue. I think that we have to also encourage the institution to obey to what is their mandate, to obey to what is the constitution of the country. And we all know that picking up people and making them disappearing is affecting the person in principle, the family behind, but also the society. It creates fears, and it creates a situation where you don't feel safe anymore. And that is not acceptable under any standard. So let's be together, let's encourage the Kenyan authorities also to they signed back in 27 a convention that protects everybody against enforced disappearance. That convention includes all measures that should be and could be taken by states. It is an international convention, a UN international convention that has been signed by many countries. Unfortunately, Kenya has not renewed that, and we are not under that convention anymore. I think that a sign of goodwill and commitment would be to endorse that convention and to continue on that path. We are here, as we have seen, we are open to the dialogue. We hope that this dialogue will continue, and I believe that it will. That's why we are also advocating for that. So let's hope tomorrow with some belief that things will change and things will improve. As we said, as Irungu also said, police is very important. Police need the society, but the society also needs the police. As the police themselves said, imagine tomorrow you wake up, there is no police anymore, and there is crime all over. What do we do? I don't believe that police is by itself bad. It is necessary, and I believe that the majority of the officers are also good people because they are one inch like anyone here, and they are, I believe, committed also to their mandate. So let's try to encourage them, encourage this path. Let's try to be together and talk together. As I said.